If I told you that the thing you try the hardest to hide is the thing that could make the whole room stop and stare, would you let me prove it tonight? Come closer. I'm Marilyn, and I'm going to teach you a little trick I used when the world thought I was perfect. I wasn't. I knew every bruise under the powder, every wobble behind a smile. But I learned something delicious. If you choose where their eyes go, you choose the story. And nothing is more powerful than turning your so-called flaw into your signature. Let's get warm with a confession. People kept telling me, "Oh, Marilyn, that little beauty mark is iconic." They always meant the one on my cheek. But it wasn't born iconic. It was just a mark, like any you have. Freckles, a scar, a small gap in your teeth, a nose you think is too much or too little, a soft belly, a shy voice. You call it imperfection. I call it a doorway. There's a world behind it. A story. A history. A woman. Here's the secret. The eye loves a decision. When you decide that your flaw is your feature, the eye follows your courage. It's like a spotlight that turns on, and suddenly, what you feared becomes exactly what makes you unforgettable. So tonight, I want you to pick one thing. The thing you've covered, concealed, rushed past in mirrors. We're going to crown it. Start in front of a mirror. Low light. Candle if you can. Slow breath. No harshness allowed. Tilt your chin, soften your gaze, and introduce yourself to it. Hello, scar. Hello, freckle. Hello, softness. Hello, whisper of a voice that shakes when you're nervous because you care so much. Now watch how your face changes when you stop fighting it. The jaw unhooks. The eyes get a little wetter. You return to yourself. That's where the power lives. Never in perfection, darling, always in honesty. Next, the framing. This is glamorous and simple. You don't hide the thing. You frame it the way a jeweler frames a stone. If it's a beauty mark or freckles, give the skin around it a soft glow. Almost nothing else. A little highlight above, a clean blush beside, and a gentle sheen that says, "Come closer." If it's a mouth you worry is too full or too thin, pick a color that tells a story. I loved deep red because it made me feel like a secret. If it's a scar near your collarbone, choose a neckline that brushes it, then a whisper of shimmer on the top of your shoulder. We're not shouting. We're inviting. Polite seduction is always more powerful. And if your flaw is not visible, if it's shyness or a voice that trembles, good. That's velvet you can drape over the whole room. Keep the tremble. Wrap it in purpose. When you speak softly with intention, people lean in. They lean in because you offer intimacy instead of volume. That's irresistible. Trust me, I built a career on whispers the world could hear. Now, body language. You will direct attention with your own hand. Hands are little spotlights. Use them. If it's your cheek, let your fingertips rest there for a second when you laugh. If it's your lips, graze the rim of your glass before you take a sip. If it's your collarbone, adjust your necklace like you're remembering something sweet. This is the choreography of attention. A moment of contact equals a moment of magnetism. You'll feel the room follow. I want you to rehearse a line, the way actors keep backup matches in their pocket. Ready? This is my favorite part. That's it. Simple. When someone notices what you once hid, your mark, your gap, your softness, you smile and say, "This is my favorite part." Then you go on. No defense, no explanation. You have crowned it. And when a queen crowns something, the court obeys. But there's a deeper piece, and I learned it the hard way. I used to think confidence meant having no insecurities. Darling, that's exhausting. Confidence is choosing what to do with them. So try my midnight ritual. Before bed, wipe everything off. Powder, lipstick, armor. Sit with a small mirror and whisper to the feature you've chosen. I'm going to make you famous. It sounds silly until it doesn't. It works because your body hears you when you're tender. The promise tightens your spine. It puts a shine in your eye that looks like mischief, and mischief is beautiful on a woman. Let's talk about romance, because I know you want to keep a spark alive. Your flaw is a doorway to storytelling, and storytelling is foreplay for the mind. On a date, if you're comfortable, reference it with a smile. I got this scar climbing a tree I had no business climbing. Or, these freckles are my constellations. Or, my voice shakes when I say what I mean, but I'm saying it anyway. You're not asking for permission. You're inviting them into an honest room. Desire blooms where truth is warm and playful. Keep it playful. Keep it yours. Now a quick scene. You're entering a lounge. Warm lights, a piano, voices like velvet. You pause at the entrance, not to be dramatic, but to take custody of your breath. Your fingers find your feature for a heartbeat. A brush of the cheek. A touch to the collarbone. A thumb against the lower lip as if you're rearranging a thought. And then you move. Slow, like you made time take your tempo. People don't know why they're looking. They only know that something about you is easy to watch. You have turned a nervous habit into choreography. That's what power feels like. Quiet and decided. Here is a secret I used all the time. The triangle. Bounce attention between 3 points. Your eyes, your mouth, your chosen feature. Eyes to mouth, mouth to feature, feature to eyes. If you're speaking, let the voice ride that triangle. The listener will follow as if a soft ribbon is tying their attention to you, and when you want to land a point, linger on your feature for half a beat longer. It's a visual underline. People will remember the feeling they had when they looked there. That feeling is the hook that brings them back. Let me give you permission for softness. You are allowed to be delicate. Your power doesn't need armor. It needs aim. Choose fabrics that echo your intention. A silk scarf that kisses the mark on your neck. A neckline that makes space for the story your skin wants to tell. A sleeve that slides just so when you lift your glass. Don't over-explain the fashion. Let the fabrics do the talking. Style is a language, and you already speak it. Your body is the vocabulary. Pause with me here. Tell me in the comments, which flaw are you crowning as your signature tonight, and what frame will you give it? If this helped you feel a little braver, give this a like and subscribe so I can keep whispering secrets just for you. Back to work, my darling. Because this is a craft. If you practice for 5 minutes a day, you'll change how the world reads you. Try the 1-sip rehearsal. Pour a drink. Tea is perfect. Take a sip while touching your chosen feature lightly, then set the cup down with your wrist relaxed. Breathe. Smile with your eyes first, then your mouth. That one move is an entire scene. Attention, gentleness, gaze, warmth. If you can make a sip look like poetry, everything else becomes easy. What about the days you don't feel like a star? Oh, I had them. The camera doesn't care if your heart is tired, so I built a trick for that too. I called it my Switchlight. You find one tiny reason to glow. A song you love, a memory of sun on your shoulder, the smell of a book. Hold it in your body as if your ribs are a little stage lamp. Then, add one small flourish near your feature. Tap the earring that frames your face. Press your lips together to seal your color. Lift your chin so the light finds your skin. The world won't know why you're lit from inside, but they'll feel it. Let's fold in boundaries, the glamorous kind. Sometimes people poke at what they think is your weakness to see if you'll shatter. You won't. When someone comments carelessly, keep your eyes soft and your voice friendly. It's my favorite part. Remember? If they press, you pivot. Anyway, what's your favorite feature? It's a dance step called the silk redirect. You refuse the invitation to shrink, and you invite them to rise instead. Seduction isn't just about being wanted. It's about educating the room in how to treat you. Choosing fragrance will help you anchor this ritual. Scent is memory in a dress. Pick a perfume that makes your chosen feature a little legend. If it's your throat and voice, something warm and vanillic that gathers close. If it's your cheek and smile, something bright and citrus that lifts. If it's your collarbone, a skin scent with musk that feels like the end of a hug. Apply it in a halo around your feature. Never too much. Just enough that anyone leaning in will think, oh, that's her. Now, a story for your pocket. There was a night when I was more Norma Jean than Marilyn. My lines felt heavy. The room felt big. So I put my hand on that little mark on my face and told it, you go first. I walked onto the stage like I was following my own flaw into the light. It steadied me. When I bowed, the applause sounded the same as 1,000 other nights. But I heard something new. I heard my own approval. That's the applause you need to chase. Not theirs. Yours. In relationships, this matters more than you think. The person who deserves you will adore what you adore in yourself. Show them how to love you by loving that feature out loud. If they tease, you tease back, with grace. If they praise it, you let the praise land. Say thank you. Don't deflect. Deflection is a door that slams on affection. Open the door. Let warmth in. Let your skin learn that safety can live where fear used to. For beauty rituals, keep it ceremonial. Choose one shade of lipstick that feels like a secret code. Choose one piece of jewelry that frames your signature spot, maybe a single pearl near your throat, a small gold hoop that kisses your cheek, a ring that leads eyes to your hands if your hands are your poem. Wash your brushes. Steam your dress. Speak kindly to the mirror. This is not vanity. This is respect for the woman who carries your life. Let me give you a practical rule tonight. 3 strokes, then leave it alone. However you style your feature, 3 touches of gloss or 3 strokes of highlight, 3 swirls of scent, 3 passes of the brush. Done. Too much fuss is a signal of doubt. We want decisiveness. Confidence reads and edits. And here's a fun little game to try when you're out. Find the reflective surface in the room. There's always one. The window, the back of a spoon, a darkened frame. Catch a glimpse and check 2 things. Softness in your eyes and the frame around your feature. If your eyes look kind and your frame is simple, you're magnetic. If not, one small adjustment, not perfection, alignment. Then go back to your table like nothing happened. The best performances look like living. You may be wondering, isn't all this manipulation? Sweetheart, no. Manipulation hides. This is presence. Presence is telling the truth, beautifully. You're not pretending your flaw doesn't exist. You're saying it exists, and it's mine, and I can make it art. That is feminine power. Turning raw material into a moment people feel. Let's close tonight with a quiet rehearsal you can do sitting on your bed. Lights low. Back straight like a string is lifting you from the crown of your head. Place one hand over your heart, one hand over your feature if that's possible. Breathe in, count to 4. Breathe out, count to 6. On the exhale, whisper, crown. Do it 3 times. Then, in your normal voice, say, when I walk in, they will feel me. And smile, not because you need their eyes, because you already chose yourself. Tomorrow, wear it like a jewel. The gap, the scar, the soft belly in a dress that sways, the tremble in a voice that carries truth. Frame it. Touch it gently. Tell a story. Watch the way people soften around you. Watch doors open. Watch how different the world behaves when you behave as if you're a work of art. You are. That's the Monroe Effect. Not perfection, but devotion to your own details. Tonight, pick one. Make it famous. And when they ask what changed, you can smile like you're keeping a secret and say, I just decided to love the part they told me not to.